Guys. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I had to make some hot chocolate, and then I also tinkled before jumping on here so that I wouldn't have to go tinkle while in the middle. It's supposed to be orange, and it comes across red on the camera. I don't know why. Maybe I'll, like, lower it. It looks totally orange in person. Let me... The orange and the red look very similar. I just don't want it to look yellow. Does that look more orange, or... I think that looks more orange, right? Chris, you didn't remind me to switch it to live chat. You always do that. Am I in heaven or is it hell? Probably hell. Depends on where the party is. Hey Cass, how was your week? Pretty good. We took Zion to the zoo for the first time on Monday, so that was really fun. He fell asleep during some of it, but... Yeah, she's not yeller. I can see orange. I think it's more orange now, but for me, this looks yellow. But on the camera, like when I'm looking at it, it looks more orange now. And like whenever I did, what was it, Lord of the Rings? When I did Lord of the Rings, I made it orange, but it looked red on camera. Rate Warrior 9 out of 10. It's probably 8 out of 10 for me. They could improve on a couple of things, but I feel like ultimately it's really good. Wrong, I remind the chat itself to do that. Oh, okay. Probably as orange as it's going to get. Well, it's either going to end up looking, if I do it any lighter, it's going to look more yellow. If I do it any darker, it's going to look more red. So I think that's probably the sweet spot, on camera at least. Like I said, here it looks more, like for me, it looks more yellow. That's okay. It's spoopy season. I'm afeared. Oh no, there's a skeleton inside me already. When you had it the first time, it was orange. I can change it back. That was where it was at. That definitely, I mean, that's orange to me. Person. Does it look orange right now or does it look red? Because that's orange. That's red. It's very similar. There we go. And it looks red. Now it looks red. Oh my goodness. You guys, make up your mind. It's like Shin Hati's lightsaber. You don't realize it's orange until you see a red lightsaber. Go Wolfrin. There's a very slight difference, but not much. And it's funny because the light bar underneath, well, it's not really a bar, it's the same thing as a wall, but the lights underneath the desk are the same color as what's on the wall, but it looks more yellow. It's more yellow tint underneath the desk. But the wall is perfectly orange. It might be more slightly on the red side, but it's orange. Spooky season, we're still having a heat wave here. Oh, same here. Same here. You guys like this is one of the mugs that I got. Just one. I got like 3 or 4 this weekend. It says Sanderson Witchcraft Museum, Salem, Mass on it. And then on the back side it says it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. Maybe the noise from the fridge is affecting the ones under your desk. Okay, listen. I actually went through and added more filters on my mic. When was it? It was a couple days ago. I think it was Friday. I added a bunch of more filters to my mic. So actually, I know for a damn fact that you cannot. Before, you may have heard like a very slight thing from the fridge, but now you can't hear it. Because actually, if I move my mic, but yeah. And I'm so glad that I did that because I ended up ordering new AirPods last week. And I like them. Don't get me wrong. I didn't want to spend money on them. And then I ended up figuring out, so I like added all these filters onto the mic. And then I was able to like watch all of the things that I had on my schedule the past couple days. And I was not like, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. I don't know if you looked that closely, but I didn't actually have my AirPods in. I was just flat out watching them on like through my normal speakers. But I have it so it cuts off all the noise basically from like outside of this little area. But just because you're going through a heat wave does not mean it doesn't make it spooky season. Speaking of spooky season, what was your first memory of Halloween? I don't really have a specific memory. My memory is kind of shite. So a lot of stuff I don't really remember. Like when people say that they have all these like first memories of things, and I'm like, I don't really. I mean, I remember like as far back as I can remember, there was. I remember there being like friends in the neighborhood, and I don't remember what I was, but my friends, all of the girls were witches and I wasn't a witch. And I was so jealous because then I wanted to be a witch, just like all the other girls. And, but I wasn't one. I don't remember what I was. And then we all went trick-or-treating, but I just remember the moment where that was it. Like they were all witches and I wanted to be a witch and I didn't want to be whatever I was. That's not a very happy first memory, but that's the first memory that I have. But I absolutely love Halloween. You know what's funny is that to this day, I still have yet to be a witch for Halloween. The heat is causing Mariah Carey to thaw early. I live in Texas and it doesn't really get cool until after Halloween. Same. Well, here in Florida, we have like maybe 2 weeks where it gets cool. And that's like in December or like maybe January. The noise is painfully loud. Shut up, Chris. I hope spooky season means a couple of horror movie reactions. Honestly, I hadn't even thought about it. I was going to ask you guys in this stream what you wanted me to react to next because I have no freaking clue what I want to do. But I don't know if I should do a spooky movie in September or wait until October for that. Like for a spooky one, I would probably wait until October. It doesn't feel spooky to me when it's beach weather. The thing is though, when you live in Florida and like I said, it maybe gets as low as 50 degrees in like December or January, like you can't base off of like what you think holidays are from the temperature. Hey, Hulk Smash. We've had some rain lately, so the heat is down into the 90s instead of the 100s. It was a little cool yesterday morning. I don't know if it was cool this morning though, because I didn't go out. Let's see what the temperature. It's 85, but feels like 91 because of the humidity. It's still going to be in the 90s until next week. But next week, the highs are all like 89. Well, how nice! We must be hitting that fall weather. It's supposed to be a high of 95 tomorrow. The Thing, 1982. Well, what I'll probably end up doing is doing another poll. Those help me out so much in trying to figure out what I want to do next. Well, there are a choice of witches in the Buffyverse that you could dress up as. Well, we already have our costumes picked out this year. Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. A possibility. Like I said, I'll probably push the spooky movies off until next month. Did you know that Hocus Pocus 3 is being made? Yes, I did. I sure did. I am a big Hocus Pocus fan. And then I actually might already have a plan for the October movie. And it's not spooky. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do multiple movies in October or something. Wednesday next week, the high is 84. Oh. Lucky you. A couple of good options for reactions. Tucker and Dale versus Evil and The Cabin in the Woods. If you haven't seen them already. I haven't. Well, maybe I've seen Cabin in the Woods. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen Cabin in the Woods, but I haven't seen the other one. Hey, Cass, how have you been? Been really hot here in the UK the past few days, so made me rather sleepy, so off to sleep soon. Mikey, we've been missing you, dude. I'm in the UK, so we actually get seasons here. Lucky you. We'll probably move eventually. I just don't know to where yet. Preferably somewhere with 4 seasons. Temperatures in the 80s here, and I imagine in Florida feel breezy after months of plus 100. Mm-hmm. It, like, even Monday. So Monday when we took Zion to the zoo, it was freaking miserably hot. And we went early in the morning because we knew it was probably going to end up being hot. It's mainly I know that everyone says this, but it really is honestly a lot. Like, it's just the humidity. It makes you so sticky and gross, and like that's what it is. How much are you loving the Darla or the Angel Darla centric episodes? I love them a lot, especially since Darla is evil again. I actually just got done watching episode 11 of season 2 right before I streamed. I swear if you do Hocus Pocus, I swear I'm going to scream at you in a good way or a bad way. Did you know that the first movie that I've ever done was Hocus Pocus on my Patreon? So technically, if you are on my Patreon, you can go to the search bar and look up the Hocus Pocus movie because I reacted to it. It wasn't obviously a first time reaction, but it was a reaction. Like, I still gave my commentary, but it was the first movie I ever did. Cabin in the Woods is a Joss Whedon thing. Oh, I didn't know that. Don't worry, we'll be back in full chat mode next week. Oh, good. We missed you. But it's not the heat. It's the... Yes, I know. And everyone says that, but it's because it's true. I know what you did last summer could be a possibility, and it stars Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think I've seen that one. Another spooky option would be Doctor Who 310 Blink. You can watch that episode on its own. Maybe you could do Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey if you haven't seen that movie. I haven't. I like watching the old school monster movies like the Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein in the 1930s. Huh. You know which one I haven't seen yet and I really want to see it is Orphan First Kill. I still have not seen that yet. Are you already or going to watch Star Wars series Ahsoka? I wasn't planning on it. I keep seeing so many things on it though. My only thing is I would totally end up reacting to it, but the last time that I ended up reacting to a Star Wars thing, I got chewed up. And I got so much hate because I didn't like by the diehard Star Wars fans because it's very similar to kind of how I got chewed up for Lord of the Rings because of the diehard fans and because I didn't react to the way that they wanted to react or, you know, whatever. So I don't know. I love all of the love that I get for Buffy because Buffy has diehard fans, but I don't really get, at least not that I've seen. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't really get or at least really see the like really negative stuff when it comes to my Buffy things. But when it came to Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, holy shit, man. Sorry, I'm too cheap to pay for this subscription for Patreon. It's okay. I understand. Fair enough. Get to Orphan First Kill immediately. It flows so well with the Orphan movie. I might have to rewatch the Orphan movie. I've watched it a couple of times, but I might need to rewatch it before I watch Orphan First Kill. The Star Wars fandom can be very toxic. Fuck them. Yeah. You know what's funny? I made so much money on The Mandalorian. Because that's what I reacted to the first season of The Mandalorian. I made so much money on doing it. But then I was like, it's because of all the hate and everything that I got. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I love Star Wars and everything, but I'm not a diehard Star Wars fan. And the amount of hate I got on it, I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. And that was a while. That was what, like 2 or 3 years ago? I love Monster Squad. I haven't seen it. Hey, Joanne. I'm a little surprised you haven't been attacked much for not liking Drusilla. I have. That's the thing. There's so many people that have like commented or reached out and they're like, why do you not like Drew and like blah, blah, blah. The thing is that she just annoys the shit out of me. Like, I don't know. I think I'm warming up to her a little bit. I'm starting to understand. Like, I'm trying to keep a more open mind when it comes to Drusilla. And I think like I'm warming up to her a little bit. And because when she says her crazy things or she does her crazy things, I'm like, I think what's helping me warm up to it is that she's not just saying it just to say it. That's like, and I get it. Like that was her whole thing from the get-go, but it's like her prophecy things and it's the way that she explains them. And, you know, so I understand the love for Drusilla. I do. I think she's a phenomenal actress. And so I have no hate towards the actress at all. I think she's phenomenal. I think the character is amazing. I just don't like it. I don't prefer her because she's just annoying. But I am warming up to her a little bit. So I'm trying to see, like I said, I'm trying to keep an open mind and I'm trying to see if she's going to end up doing anything that's going to completely change my mind about her. I could see her doing that for me. Since I am getting to the point where it's like my opinion is changing a little bit. But the thing is like, I wish people would, if people are gonna hate on me, I wish that they would watch my whole reaction or at least understand the point that I'm coming from. I don't hate Drew at all. And I've said that multiple times. She just annoys the shit out of me a little bit. That's all. But I think a lot of people get mad that I don't like Drew because of the actress, or I don't like Drew and I have to like Drew. And it's, you know, like, I just wish, at least if you saw my point and you still want to hate on me for not liking Drew, fine. Totally get it. But a lot of the times, and it's not just with like Drusilla and Buffy or whatever, like a lot of times people hate on me for, and I'm like, I've gotten some like hate comments or hate whatever on things that I'm like, you do realize that what you're saying isn't like the reason why you are saying these negative things. Like, I didn't even say that, or I don't even think that way. I'm like, you haven't even watched the like full reaction, or you haven't even given it a chance or whatever, because I completely state, like, usually if I have a strong opinion on something, I'm gonna like state why, or like, you know, whatever. And a lot of like, if I really don't like something, like for me, if I don't like watching someone because of their opinion, then it's, first of all, I'm not going to hate them because of the opinion that they have, but it's like, okay, well, like, what's their opinion? Where do they stand? Like, I'm trying to get all of the information so that I can understand their opinion. And I wish people would do the same for me. So, but a lot of times it's funny too, because a lot of times, a lot of the hate comments that I get are hysterical. And I just end up dying laughing because they make no sense. They honestly, especially when it came to Lord of the Rings, it was funny. Yeah, with Buffy, it's just the reactors who don't remember Dawn that we hate. Uh-huh. What about Terrifier? I don't think I've seen that one. I watched Orphan for the first time after last week's streams. I really liked it. It's good. Have you seen The Lost Boys? Yes, I have. It's been a long time, though. It's a good movie, but if I'm honest, I don't remember hardly anything off of it. You don't have to watch Orphan to watch Orphan First Kill. First Kill is a prequel to Orphan. No, I know, but I would want to watch it again just so I get the full experience. Ahsoka, I feel, is getting too much hate from nitpickers. Only bad, I think, is the MacGuffin, and I wish Sabine kept her long hair from the promos. Don't watch Terrifier. Why is that? The Wesley Snipes vampire movie Blade could be fun. Could be a fun one if you can overlook the abysmal 1990s CGI. It's CGI doesn't really bother me at all. You know, it's funny when people make fun of the CGI in something when that's something like, especially I remember, speaking of like First Kill. So like the show First Kill, people were making fun of the CGI, and I'm like, why? You can tell, because a lot of times when like you have a low budget, that budget's going to come out of like that department for CGI because it's so freaking expensive. So the money's going to come out of there. First of all, I didn't think it was bad CGI. Yeah, it could be better, but you can tell that that's because of the low budget that they had, that's where they, decided to not put all the money towards, which I'm glad that they didn't. Speaking of, Juliet is a high-level classical ballerina. I'm not surprised. I honestly wish she was in more things because she is a phenomenal actress. I like that Drusilla annoyed you. I follow a lot of Buffy reactors, and it would be boring if they all saw every character the same. I do love Drew, though. And not every reactor is going to be the same. So you can like some reactors and you can not like some reactors. I mean, I do. I prefer some reactors over others. But like a lot of things, especially if I don't like a reactor, it's like, why don't I like them? And I can tell you a bunch of like reasons for a specific reactor and why I don't like them, but I'm not going to like go to their page and like hate on them. Like I would never end up doing that. I'm trying to see if Juliet is in other things that maybe I would have seen. I think that's what she's most known for is Drew. She's in some recent things. Things that I haven't really seen. So far, nothing else I've seen that she's been in. She's been in a couple of video game like voices. Or like animation. Which that makes sense. I'm still looking. But nothing's sticking out. I haven't seen her in anything else. Have you seen Mirrors? Terrifier is a movie that's all about gore. That's not really much of a story, at least in my opinion. That's the thing with horror movies is I do prefer horror movies that have some sort of storyline. Like if it is just all gore or if it's all jump scares, like I'm like, you gotta give me something else with it too. If Human Centipede didn't exist, Terrifier would take the crown as goriest movie ever made. It's that bad? Sorry, I had seltzer water. Ooh, it's making me burp like nobody's business. Hello, I'm happy to see you getting to see season 5 and see that you accurately predicted the Spike Buffy predictions from his debut episode. I love Spike so much. So much. The only downside with Spike now, I mean, he's gone through so much character development, but like he's probably one of the characters that have gone through the most character development on the show, and I wish that he was still evil, but that's just me. And it wouldn't really work out with his character development, so I completely understand. But yeah. I don't feel the need to comment on things I don't like. It's a waste of time. Yeah, completely agree. And I think I've made this comment before, but anytime if I don't like a creator or whatever, then what I'll do is I'll just like go up to wherever, like I think it used to be whenever you would watch one of their videos and you can like click on the little settings or whatever and change it to where you can like block the creator stuff from popping up like on different things, like on your homepage or like suggested videos or whatever. So that's just what I do. I'm like, I just don't really want to see it. Juliet responds to Facebook comments. She liked my comment. She liked my comment a few days ago. I was fanboying. Did she really? That's cool. You know what I wish they would do is I wish that they would end up coming back together and doing like a big, not like a con or anything, but I wish that they would come and do, I don't know, maybe even just like a little interview and have them all like just sit and chit chat or whatever, or like what's it called? The podium thing. I know that those are at cons too, but like I want them to do something like that. I want them to all come back together and I want them to like talk about all the different things, and that would be so cool. Apparently, the community is really loving Bottoms. Can't wait for it to come to streaming. I've seen a lot about that movie as well. Yeah, I gotta figure out because I actually need to. If I'm doing a movie, I need to react to it this weekend, and I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'll probably end up putting out a poll tomorrow. You know what I need to do? I need to look at my last poll for movie suggestions. Let's see. Did I react to the wrong thing? No, I didn't. Okay. I was like, wait. What was I doing? Oh, the poll. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we do have the poll of best movies of all time. We have that one. And Something Gay won the second one, so that doesn't really help me out. I want to do another movie. Okay, here's one. Okay, that's not it. I know these were the ones I haven't seen in the last post. Oh, that's shows. Here we go. Here's one. That's the one that I did for But I'm a Cheerleader. So But I'm a Cheerleader one, and then Lord of the Rings was second. And then I ended up doing Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so I don't really have much to go on. Hey, Ohio. Have you seen Barbie? If not, you could react to that. I could. I haven't seen it yet. Speaking of which, I think it's an appropriate time to point out that Spike was supposed to be killed off in season 2 after a few episodes. It was a fan and studio pressure that kept him in the show. Good. I'm glad. Because he is my favorite. Maybe you can try Marvel's Werewolf by Night. It has no prior connections to any of the Marvel movies or TV shows. I never even heard of that, though. Is it new? It's also about an hour long. What is Barbie or the werewolf one? And Werewolf by Night also gives off a horror noir feel. You guys have to tell me what I'm doing this month, though. These are all movie suggestions that I could do next month. A Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, I guess if I like absolutely don't have anything to do, then maybe I'll go ahead and do like a spooky one this month and a spooky one next month. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, that's a possibility. The writers didn't like him as much as the fans. Most of the character development in 2 through 4 were the writers trying to make his character a loser in the eyes of fans, but their efforts backfired. Yeah, they really did. You're breezing through Buffy. I think my favorite is season 6. So far, I think season 5 is my favorite so far. Have you seen John Carpenter vampires? Those vampires are so real. They aren't romantic. They smell bad and they have bad breath. Mm-mm. Do Barbie this month. It's an amazing movie. What can I watch it on? I'm afraid it would get taken down. Is it already on a streaming service? Werewolf by Night came out last year. I never even heard of it. Sort of. Is it already on a streaming service? Sort of. So not legally then. That's what you're telling me. Well, I do want to make sure it's legal. I think it's available on VOD. Is it? Barbie finally beat Super Mario Brothers as highest grossing movie of 2023. I did see that. I could see it winning like Oscars and stuff for like how massive it is. What about reacting to Kill Bill? Ooh, that would be good. That'd be a good one, actually. My mom loves Kill Bill. No, I haven't seen it. One show I wish stopped early was The Vampire Diaries. I regret watching the final seasons. They were awful and ruined some of my favorite characters. I love The Vampire Diaries, but I haven't seen it in such a long time that, I mean, I'd probably end up agreeing with you. I watched the full thing, and I do know that especially the last season wasn't really the greatest, so. But in order to have like my full opinion on it, I'd want to like watch the full thing again. You could do a psychological thriller or mystery movie this month. That way you still get spooky vibes without going into horror. I could. Yeah, text my mom. Hold on. What about reacting to 2004's A Punisher movie? I don't know. Just bring on the suggestions. I've got it. You're going to be Morticia for Halloween, and Z will be Pubert. Who's Pubert? You talking about Pugsley? But no. I've never seen The Vampire Diaries, but I did watch Jenny Nicholson's 2.5-hour video about it. I don't know who that is. Is she a reactor? Hubert Adams from Adams Family Values. Oh, hold on. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Let me see. Oh, okay, okay. I know who that is. That is so cute though. But that's not who we're gonna end up being. Yeah, but Kill Bill's a good option. And then I have like maybe I'm trying to think. I was gonna say I think I had a couple of ideas for movies. And I did, but now I'm drawing a blank. I don't know if it's necessarily movies that I have ideas for. It's like shows that I have more ideas. I have a mosquito bite, I think, on my... Ugh. I had a mosquito bite on my hand earlier. I get freaking bit so bad by mosquitoes. Does anyone else get attacked by mosquitoes like I do? I have to take off. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Oh, thank you. You too. Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. I live in Louisiana, so yes. Join the club. Favorite horror movie of all time? I really like Orphan, but... I have to look up horror movies. Hold on. Best. Silence of the Lambs is pretty good. Poltergeist is pretty good. And the little girl annoys the shit out of me in Poltergeist, though. So probably not Poltergeist. Ooh, The Shining. It might be The Shining. I just bit my lip. Rocky Horror Picture Show is good too. It might be The Shining though. I don't know if I would consider Beetlejuice as a horror movie. Probably The Shining. The Shining is... I just wouldn't think of The Shining as a horror movie per se. I would think it would be more of a suspenseful movie. So... That's almost kind of the same with Silence of the Lambs, too. Like, I would almost more so consider that a suspenseful movie than a horror movie. And I don't know if I would really classify Rocky Horror Picture Show as a horror movie either. I don't know. I guess it depends on what your definition of a horror movie is. Buffy should have stopped at season 5, but they kept it going because they went to a new station to promote it. Bit my lip so bad. Out of the 7, how many Chucky movies have you seen? Shit, there's 7 of them. Not all of them. 3, I guess. Mosquitoes and wasps recently got me right on the finger and shin. Still itches. Oh, wasps are the worst. But yeah, I got bit on the hand, and I have one on the ankle. I think I have a couple on my legs too. And like, I don't even remember the last time I really went outside, like near like the time that they're out. Wait, is she gonna do Yellow Jackets? So Yellow Jackets, I did season 1 on Patreon, but I watched season 2 on my own. Walk into the light. Is that a movie? I haven't seen it if it is. Speaking of, I wonder how Beetlejuice 2 is doing. I'm sure really good. I can't freaking wait for Beetlejuice 2 to come out. I'm hoping that they're going to time it. What is it? Like next year? Is it going to come out next year? Hold on. Beetlejuice 2024 film. I hope they time it in October. Oh, September. Release date, September 6th, 2024. Could you imagine? Oh, I really did bit the shit out of myself. Could you imagine how crazy that's gonna blow up? Do you know how much money that probably would make? Holy shit. The Shining was scary to me. I don't know. When I picture horror, I picture like a little bit of gore, a little bit of suspense. Chasing has to be going on, which I guess all of that classifies as The Shining. Same for, I don't know. Like, horror movie, I'm like, jump scares, gory, like lots of blood. Although, again, that would be all of The Shining. I guess, yeah, Shining. When I think of The Shining, I just think more of it as a suspenseful movie. But yeah, I mean, I guess technically it's a horror movie. Did you watch the sequel to The Shining, Doctor Sleep with Rebecca Ferguson? I didn't know that they had one. Beetlejuice can be considered horror? Oh, dude, it might be Beetlejuice then. I freaking love Tim Burton. But if that's considered horror, then wouldn't what's that movie? It'll come to me. Hold on, I'm thinking. Gonna come to me today now. Shit. Why am I so bad at on the spot shit? It's gonna piss me off having to look that shit up. It's a Tim Burton film. Hold on. It'll come up. Where the F is it at? Is it not a Tim Burton film? It is a Tim Burton film. Why is that not in there? I know it's a Tim Burton film. Sweeney Todd. Figured it out before I even looked it up. So yeah, if Beetlejuice is considered horror, then wouldn't Sweeney Todd be considered horror as well? The horror musical? Hold on, I gotta Google it now. So is Sweeney Todd movie? I don't know. It's not really given me anything. The film absolutely has themes of horror, but I don't personally feel that it is a bona fide horror film. The film explores some dark themes such as murder, betrayal, and lust. Oh. I mean, this one says it's a psychological slasher horror film. It says the key to making Sweeney Todd work as a horror story and a musical lies in its songs. It is a mixture of dark comedy, horror, and drama. And I would classify that one as a horror movie, and that's a fucking amazing movie. Never saw The Shining? Shania, how have you not seen The Shining? Hey, Cody. Jenna Ortega as Lydia's daughter. I know, I can't wait for that. If you think about it, most horror movies have a lot of suspense. True, because I don't think that you can have a horror movie without suspense. I have to pee again. Because I drank that whole can of freaking seltzer water. Where I'm at. I don't watch horror movies unless they're funny. I'm trying to think of a funny horror movie. I think there's a couple of them out there. Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, it's amazing. I watched The Nightmare Before Christmas on Halloween and on Christmas because it's both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. Sons of Anarchy series, HBO Chernobyl series. I haven't seen the Sons of Anarchy. My parents really love that show too. That's why I would never direct a horror movie. Most of the budget would go to the blood and fake body parts. Yeah. I love a good jump scare. I do too. What is it? The Until Dawn game has a lot of jump scares. Sweeney Todd is a non-reality cooking show. Sweeney Todd could be theoretically classified as many things. Little Shop of Horrors is a horror musical. Yeah, it is. And technically so is Sweeney Todd. Her favorite horror movie is Fear Street 1978. Fear Street is very good. Scary Movie does not count. I mean, I guess technically it would. Well, that's one of those funny horror movies. I don't think I'd watch anything with Johnny Depp anymore. Why is that? The closest I've ever gotten to watching The Shining is a scene in Ready Player One. Girl, you need to watch The Shining. The Evil Dead series is great horror comedy. The recent versions of the Scream franchise are really good. Are they? In my opinion, The Nightmare Before Christmas is more of a Halloween movie than a Christmas movie. I don't know. I think it's smack dab in the middle because every time that you have something Halloween happen, you have something Christmassy to it. And every Christmassy thing that you have has some sort of Halloween aspect to it too. Like with the toys, and then not every Halloween aspect has a part of the Christmas aspect to it, actually, because in the beginning, especially the Halloween stuff doesn't have Christmas aspects to it. So, but all the Christmas stuff has Halloween aspects to it. So that's why I think it would actually be more of a Halloween movie than a Christmas movie. That Evil Dead Rise scared the shit out of me. I don't do well with demons. It looks freaky just from the promo pictures. I don't think I've watched The Shining either. I do enjoy Evil Dead though. Roger. You guys need to watch The Shining. Have you not watched The Shining? I remember the first time I watched The Shining. I wasn't a teenager, but I was almost a teenager. Agree to disagree? Okay. Shania, why do you think it's more of a Christmas movie? I'm a fan of Bruce Campbell, though. Hold on, I gotta go pee. Shania, tell me your opinion on why you think it's more of a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie. it smells. This is one of the things that I got when I did all of my Halloween. Oh, it still got the tag on it. Fun. Oh, it's not the tag. It's the little price stick. Stupid. I hate that. I hate these freaking wrong. Look, it's one of these things. It's so cool. All work and no play makes Cass a dull girl. Yep. Maybe I'll give The Shining a chance if I have the time to do it this year. You should. Insidious. Still haven't seen Red Door. Insidious is very good. I haven't seen that new one either. I said it was more of a Halloween movie than a Christmas movie. Oh, well then we agree then. I've watched The Shining, Simpsons Halloween sketch. Does that count for anything? No. You have to watch the actual Shining movie. Horror movies are my comedies. They don't scare me at all. I love doing this to them. And to be honest, I don't really watch many horror movies to begin with. Yeah, but like I even said like I wasn't even really sure if Shining was a horror movie. But like I think it is. I was just going to say I think it's more of like a suspenseful movie, but it is. It's a horror movie. The only thing with this pillow, though, is it would drive my OCD crazy because some of these little things don't like to pop up with the other ones. So it would kind of drive my OCD a little bit nuts, but I'm trying to more so have fun with it than, you know, trip up my OCD. I was about to make a joke about that pillow. What? I'm just stroking a pillow right now. It's so much fun. I spent way too much stuff on Halloween stuff this weekend. I could probably honestly sit here for like hours, like just doing this back and forth. I am easily entertained. I don't know which one I like more. The silver skull or the black skull? Maybe the black one. Like the silver on the outside. The only thing is then that's more silver. I would want more black. Probably that version. See? And then OCD. Stop focusing on. Oh, you could watch Legend 1985. It has Tim Curry do a really good turn as the devil. Huh. One. There's like one bead that needs to turn over. Okay, sorry. Trying to focus. People, I think she's high. I'm not high. It's my OCD. It's the one bead. Oh, I think I got it. I got it. Okay. There is a couple of other beads, but nope, I'll leave you on suspense. How dare you? Rose the Hat would agree The Shining is a horror movie. I don't know who that is, but I mean, I do. I think it's a horror movie. I think now that I'm thinking about it, it's a horror movie. I just think it leans a little bit more on the suspenseful side, but I do think it's a horror movie. Legend is a classic dark fantasy. What about Little Nicky? I haven't seen it. Little Nicky, that movie does not hold up. I don't know what it is. I guess one of my things that I could put in the poll tomorrow would be like, should I do a horror movie already? Or should I wait till next month to do a horror movie? The Chicago scene in Little Nicky is still great, though. I want to know what that is. I honestly, I mean, I know why I got this pillow, but my OCD is... I'm just gonna feel on it more so than I'm gonna look on it. How about that? Was Little Nicky ever considered good? I don't even know what it is. It's an Adam Sandler movie. Oh. Okay. I gotta look it up. It looks bad. I'll say this. It looks like an Adam Sandler movie. It doesn't necessarily look bad, but it looks like an Adam Sandler movie. If you liked Willow and Labyrinth, you'll like Legend. I'll have to check it out. She is so high. I'm not high. Spanglish is Sandler's best movie, in my opinion. I think a lot of people would agree with you on that one. Are you currently spooning the pillow right now? Maybe. It is soft, though. You guys keep making me look at it, and then my OCD tries to fix it. That candy bar she was eating earlier was one of the... I don't even know what that word is. Psilocybin candy bar? I don't know what that is. But I wasn't eating a candy bar earlier. I was eating these little chew things. Never saw Spanglish. It's good. I haven't seen Spanglish in a long time, but it is good. I understand that Punch Drunk Love was a really great movie of Sandler's. I haven't seen that one either. Oh, it's magic mushrooms. Gotcha. I don't do drugs. I'm a good girl. I don't do drugs. I like just go with it and blended. Those are good. I more so like his grown-up movies. Those are good too. Oh, hey, look, it's my sis. Kenna, you coming over next Wednesday? She doesn't do drugs, she says, while fondling a pillow for hours. It feels good. I have one of those sensory, like, things. You know what I mean? Like, the sensory brain things. And I like the little fidget toys, too. Zion has a fidget toy, and I like to play with it. He likes to play with it, and I like to play with it. We'll both play with it. But look, it's got, you see the, you would play, look at this. You would play with this too. It's cool. It is a cool pillow. You would play with it too. Don't even. With Paz Vega breakout role, then she just disappeared. I don't know who that is. I was never a fan of Just Go With It. I was wrong. She likes touching things and playing with light. She's on ecstasy. Oh my. I don't do drugs. Maybe the pillow is a reason she's high. I'm not high. Whatever. Whatever. Ooh, I fixed those beads though. Oh, but I fucked up two more. You fix one, you fuck up two more. I don't have any. I cut my nails earlier, so I don't have nails. You are a good girl. You have a naughty side that every good girl has. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. A totally bonkers horror movie that you might check out is Lair of the White Worm from 1988 with Amanda Donahoe, or Donahoe, and Hugh Grant. It features vampiric snake people, if you can imagine such a thing. That sounds good. And she can't hear fridge. Drugs are bad. Okay. You guys in this damn fridge. Paz was the main actress in Spanglish. Oh. The Visit is a good one. There's some good Adam Sandler movies out there. Let's see. Which one? You know what? Actually, I don't think I've seen Blended. Grown-ups were good. I did like Grown-ups. Just go. I did like Just Go With It. Don't Mess With the Zohan was funny too. Chuck and Larry's good. I didn't really care for Click all too much. 51st Dates is a classic. Anger Management's funny. Oh, Mr. Deeds is also another classic. Happy Gilmore. The Wedding Singer. Waterboy. Big Daddy. Billy Madison. My favorite one is probably, which one did I say? Shit, which one did I say was my favorite? Waterboy was good, but it can like really get on your nerves. Which one did I just say was my favorite one? Now I don't like really see it. Am I the only one who can't hear the fridge? They can't hear the fridge. They're just messing with me. They're messing with me because I made a big deal about how the fact that you can't hear it because it's honestly, it's really loud, but you can't hear it. And so that's why I was saying that. And then they were like, we can hear it. So they're messing with me. I like Happy Gilmore. I like the movie where he goes to Hawaii with the kids. I think that's Just Go With It. Shania, are you also on drugs? The hot chick. I haven't seen the hot chick. Wedding Singer is also one of my favorites. Jack and Jill is terrible. I don't know if there's anyone who likes Jack and Jill. I still to this day can't rewatch 51st Dates. It's okay. It's not one of my favorites. The ones with Drew Barrymore are pretty good. The hot chick is Rob Schneider. There is a fine line with the ones that get on my nerves. Uncut Gems is good. I don't think I've seen that one either. They're messing with you? Yeah, I know they are. Just read the Percy Hines Xavier was written out of Wednesday season 2. I saw that yesterday. And it was either yesterday or earlier today. And I'm like, really? I think it's because she is really not wanting Wednesday to have like any sort of like romantic interest, or at least not a love triangle. So she probably had, I don't know if it was like her, if it was all her like writing it out, or if it was You have to watch it? Which one? Uncut Gems or The Hot Chick? Adams is in The Hot Chick banging the drum in the store. The Wedding Singer starring a Spike lookalike named Billy Idol. Percy Hines has been accused of some bad stuff. This appears to be the fallout. Oh, really? Like what? Let me see if I can Google. Yeah, due to recent allegations held against the actor, he shall reportedly be written out of season 2. He has issued an Instagram statement about a campaign of misinformation against him. Huh. When the allegations first arose about Percy, everyone was worried about Jenna's safety and whether she had a bad experience on set with him. Claims were made that he had assaulted women aged 17 to 20 while living in Toronto. Some screenshots accuse White of sending messages to minors and inviting them to parties so that he could get them drunk and involve them in sexual activities. Some fans of Wednesday have demanded that Netflix remove him from the show. Huh. That's crazy. I did not know that. Apparently, Percy Hines can also be seen touching Jenna Ortega without her permission. Ugh. See. That is crazy. Will came in on something crazy. Hey, by the way. Yeah, I guess we were talking about Wednesday. And I guess I didn't know that he had allegations against him. Oh, people. That's why I wouldn't watch anything Johnny Depp because of his domestic abuse stuff with Amber Heard. Yeah, Yeah, but I don't know. I think that a lot of this stuff we don't we don't actually know, or we're only hearing one side of the story. You know, I don't know. I just, with the Johnny Depp situation, it was proven in court, so at least there's that, but I also really hope that Tyler doesn't get a redemptive arc. I don't know. Which one, Percy? Yeah. I wonder if they are going to recast his character on Wednesday. I don't know. I mean, I think, well, they said he was written out, so I'm assuming that the character itself was written out. I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot to Percy anyway, or Percy's character anyway. So, especially if Jenna is not wanting the character to really have, like, any sort of love interest. Is it allegations or he guilty? I think right now it's just allegations. But usually anytime that there's allegations against someone or something like that, the studios don't like to deal with it at all, cuz they don't want to seem like they're choosing sides, even though, I mean, I guess they would probably end up choosing sides if they're, well, I mean, the studios didn't, I guess, do anything about it. It was the creators of Wednesday wrote them out. Cast smoothing the pillow like a pet. It's, you know what? It's a sensory soothing situation. It's helping my anxiety right now, okay? There's nothing stopping them from dropping Xavier. Well, like I said, it says that they wrote the character out of the story, so I'm assuming they're not recasting it. It's because she's on X, it heightens touch. Whatever. And all alliterative. Pillow pet, who remembers those? I remember those. It's a pillow. It's a pet. It's a pillow pet. I remember those. I don't keep up with celebrity stuff. I don't know. I think it's just the fact that I see a lot of this stuff on Twitter. Usually what happens. Next season, we just see Wednesday throw away the phone he gives her. Who knows? God, I don't know why it is so much fun to just sit here and do this, though. Gotta roll, folks. Time to grab dinner, but please try and stay off the drugs cast. Oh my goodness gracious. Next season, we see Wednesday kiss Enid. We'll see. I don't know. I think Jenna Ortega didn't want her character to end up having a love interest, period. But I don't know. She might allow an LGBTQ situation to happen with Wednesday. Do you want us to leave the live stream so you can be alone with your pillow? No. It's just fun, okay? Don't tease me. It's fun. Have you seen Talk to Me? Also, Nancy and Robin for Stranger Things 5. So many people want them together so bad. I mean, I think that they would be cute together. I just don't know if they would ever end up doing that. Stroking the pillow is cast as a rave. I want to see what Zion ends up doing with it. Whenever I get off of here, I'll have him touch it and see what cuz he's all about like touching things right now. Like he's all about the textures and the touching everything and stuff. So I'm curious on what he's going to think about this thing. I'll probably end up having to get off of here soon so that I can help put him to bed and stuff. What does your pillow feel like? I don't know. It's just very like they're like they're not like, are they technically beads? I don't know. Like it's like soft, but like because like you can like, I don't know how to describe it, because you can like flick them like different ways. You can feel them like flip. They're scales. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And that's what they feel like. They feel like scales. And you're just like flipping them up and down. That's what it feels like. With Netflix, if we get a kiss between Wednesday and Enid and Netflix doesn't cancel it, that will prove that Netflix does have favorites. Oh, I think Netflix has favorites for sure. And I think that I think that Netflix wouldn't dare cancel a Tim Burton project. Strobe Your Lights cast. I hear that's really great on X. I don't have Netflix anymore. What's being new on the RE? I don't know what RE is. It has texture, but they're smooth when you flatten them. Yeah. And because it feels so good, I wonder what Z would end up doing with it. He'd probably freaking love this thing. Oh my gosh, when we took him to the zoo on Monday, his favorite things, I think, were the reptiles and the fish. I wish Willow got a season 2. The actresses who play Alora and Jade are constantly posting photos of each other, and it's cute. Yeah, well, I mean, season 1 isn't even on Disney anymore. Cash should try stroking a snake. I mean, I have. We used to own snakes. Makes sense. Reptiles and fish have scales. I mean, he didn't touch this stuff when we... I think he probably just thought that they looked cool. Do you hear about the lady who got attacked by a snake falling from the sky and then a hawk? When did that happen? One of the Twitch streamers I watch has 5 snakes now. I think she's trying to breed them. I love snakes. So the Ahsoka fandom is going for a women loving women enemies to lovers couple. Huh. I wonder how long it'll be before Netflix removes Warrior Nun. Like, completely? I don't know. Maybe they'll I could see them removing it once their movies come out. 4 weeks ago. What happened 4 weeks ago? What are you looking forward to for Halloween? Just spending Halloween with Zion and, like, just being able to experience it with him, like, anything and everything. We're not gonna trick-or-treat with him this year because I think, like, obviously he's too young. He wouldn't even be able to eat it anyway. So, he's not gonna trick-or-treat this year, but we're gonna do, like, we're gonna dress up. We already have our house decorated. I spent so much money this past weekend on Halloween stuff, obviously. So, like, this is one of the things. And then, I'm trying to think of all the things that we got. I got some outdoor stuff. So we got these, banners to go on our pillars outside the, front door. And one says, like, trick or treat. The other one says, like, happy Halloween. And then we have a Ouija board mat for, like, the feet. And then we have a wreath from last year. They just ended up getting some more stuff too, actually, for outside. I just got a bunch of indoor decorations. Like, I think I got some Hocus Pocus themed decorations. And then I found a lot of cute stuff at Target, and I got this, like, haunted, like, house. Basically, it kind of looks like the Addams Family house. And it's on our, like, kitchen table. So I, like, did up the kitchen table, threw a bunch of the decorations and stuff, like, all around the house. So I think when the movies come out, that might drive people to Netflix to watch the Warrior Nun series. We'll see. Depends on how petty they are about it. Did you get the dry ice smoke spewing dragon? No. If Stranger Things wasn't ending between Nancy and Robin and Wednesday and Enid, who do you think would be canceled if they try to make either one a couple? Honestly, neither one of them, because they make so much money for Netflix. It's ridiculous. So they wouldn't cancel either one of them. Even if they made those characters together, they wouldn't cancel either one of them. I can almost guarantee you it. They make them so much money. Make sure it's a Ouija board and not a Bee Gees board. Those only spell out S staying alive. I was seriously gonna spell it out. That's funny. Alrighty, guys. I am going to jump off of here. I'm gonna help get Zion ready for bed. I want to see him play with his pillow too. So yeah. But otherwise, guys, I will see you next week. Bye, guys.